got his highlight.
Yo, DJ, where you been, man?
There
Let's
he
get
is.
this thing
You look great.
poppin'.
Thanks. Let's get in there and raid this gator.
Do it.
Hey,
Hey.
somebody order a hot property? Look at this
Hey,
guy.
man, DJ, nice to meet you.
Oh, I know exactly who you are, sir. Longtime fan.
Hey, what's up, boss? How you doing?
I just
DJ.
want to thank you guys for taking the time to sit down with us today.
Yeah, man, thanks for having us, truly.
We're happy to do it.
Mango Extremo?
Hey, you know I keeps it real fruity.
It
you
is
feel me?
Extremo, right?
Hey, too fresh.
Well, look, it's just great to be able to sit down and talk face to face because, you know, our product is going into your body. It's really important to us to be able to get a read on the people that we want to work with.
Of course, man, but that goes both ways.
Hey, that's right. That's right.
Yeah, I think what DJ means to say is that we're really excited and grateful for the look, but to be frank, we're talking to a lot of other brands right now.
Oh, of course. Of course. Look, DJ, do your due diligence, but we're confident that
Yo,
when you look...
diligence. I like that word, man.
I'm sorry, who is she?
That's a great question.
She's my driver.
AKA life coach, AKA hype woman,
AKA.
She's an important
your
person on
mama's
my
plus
my,
two, you know
my
what I'm
management
saying?
team.
I
She
do it
doesn't
all.
have an official title at this moment.
Well, listen, DJ, we love what you're doing, and we'll be in touch so we can put together some concrete terms so we can work together. Sound good?
Yeah, man. Sounds good.
Great.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
This is 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here, joined by the great Shaquille O'Neal and the equally great Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, we'll be watching the Indiana Pacers playing against the Chicago Bulls. Looking at the Bulls, they're a team that no one wants to face right now. With just one loss in the last 10 games, they'll be tough to beat. And the Indiana Pacers, a team that a few years back played in 2 straight conference finals, had the best record in the East in 2014, but a lot of changes have been made since then. Guys, were you surprised by that?
Yeah, I was surprised. They're very proactive in moving around guys, but I was surprised. They have a smaller team. They're trying to play the small ball of the East, but it hasn't been measured into wins yet.
You know,
however, it's still coming, Shaq. It's still coming.
You know, it might have been time for a change. You know, some players are falling off a little bit. They've been unable to capture the same success, though. But we'll see.
Kevin Harlan, please take it away.
Yo, hey, man. Come on, Jug. You can't be standing behind me like that, bro. Almost gave me a heart attack.
I see you listening to that new little Uzi Vert, though.
Yeah, that's on my mix, man. It's fire.
Oh. You know I have a couple playlists on SoundCloud, right?
Oh, for real?
You should use them in your mixes, maybe.
Oh, you use SoundCloud? Yeah, man. I'm thinking about moving my vinyls to digitals.
Oh.
Yeah.
You old school, huh?
Oh, yeah.
You know, that's how I actually learned, too. You ever seen that movie Juice? My fourth cousin's friend arranged a scratch pattern for that one scene.
Oh, word?
Yeah, man, DJing's been in my blood, you know? But that site's cool, too, you know? You might need Serato. I'll cook you up. When are you gonna be DJing next, man?
You know, man, I'm not sure, but it'll probably be during the off season and at a spot where they don't allow 18-year-olds.
All right, man, whatever, that's cool.
Yeah.
Hey, I gotta get back to work, but if you see Shammy, tell him he owes me $5, okay?
All right, I will, Jay.
All right.
Shouldn't you be somewhere working, nigga? Work. Hey, what
What's
was
up?
Jug doing here, man?
I don't know, following me apparently, but he says you owe him $5.
What? He said I owe him $5.
That's what the man said.
He still owe me from our bet last week, man.
Man, never pays up.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free
And the performance of the Star-Spangled Banner by Linda Lynn. We are happy to have you with us tonight for the NBA on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here along with analysts Greg Anthony and Steve Smith. And we'll be hearing from D.A. along the sideline all game long. It's on the road tomorrow as the Bulls wrap up this home stretch. They went to Indiana for their last meeting with the Pacers and came out with a win. They've got a nice head start on this season series, up 2-0.
I mean, they were so impressive offensively, and when you do that, that can really help you on the road.
It's one thing to play inspired defense in that situation, but to get in that kind of offensive rhythm away from home, phenomenal.
And with pregame routines coming to an end, we're just about ready for our tip-off. First, though, let's get a report from the sideline and say hello to David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Nate McMillan took over as coach of the Pacers last season. Now, his previous head coaching job had been 5 seasons prior. He said, now, there's a lot of old school in me, but I do understand you have to adapt with this generation of players, the millennials, and how you communicate. They want to bring that old school discipline to this team. Kevin?
Thanks, David. It's great to have a mix of those things. Adapt or die, as they say. Steve, both these teams so desperate for a win right now.
Yes, and you can see it. It's all over their faces, a lot of tension. But if you can get a win, that helps you. Maybe you can get on a roll. They just want to come out, get a win, get back to the next game.
I mean, it may be ugly, but a win is a win, and they'll take it right now.
They'll take all wins right now. They're desperate.
And the Bulls start out with the ball. We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. On the court for Indiana, Collison and Oladipo pair at the 1 and the 2. Al Jefferson out there with Young, and it's Bogdanovich in at the 3. LaVine, good.
Tough to challenge LaVine out there. Big lift on his shot, and you must close out quicker on him.
And Oladipo kicks to Collison. Jefferson down low. Lopez is there, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Well, whenever you watch the Bulls, you can't help but think back to their golden age. I remember those days. The 90 Bulls are arguably one of the best teams ever. Hard to argue with the greatness of those teams.
The second free throw, good. And Smitty, you got to play against Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen in the 90s. Just what was it like going up against them during their peak as a team?
A nightmare. The reason why you had 2 wing defenders in Jordan and Pippen who could guard the basketball. And then you had both those guys that were excellent on offense. And at the end of the game, they had the greatest closer of all time, in my opinion, in MJ.
Oladipo against LaVine. The Pacers pull it in. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
And I know the defense wasn't great, but yet and still, their ability to stay composed was impressive.
When things come too easy, it's easy to lose focus. But they held each other accountable and played hard.
Now here's Brown. 29 points for him last game against New York.
We also got to mention what he did on the defensive end. Racked up a number of steals, too.
Oh, a good open look, and he sprays it home from 3.
Collison dishes to Bogdanovich. Back to Collison. With the teardrop. Count that bucket.
Nice touch there near the hoop.
Chicago's gone 2 of 2 from 3-point range here in the first quarter. Mirotic, the screen. Lopez kicks to Mirotic. Another 3 for Chicago.
Look how assured Mirotic is, pulling the trigger immediately.
The Pacers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Outside Collison. Lopez with the block. In transition, here come the Bulls. And it's LaVine that time on the assist from Mirotic. Levine's got his second basket of the night.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Here's Collison. The shot comes out.
Yeah, the aggressive D inside leads to a missed opportunity there.
You know, he had terrific position, does a good job of affecting the shot without fouling.
Pacers trail by 6. Shot from the top of the key. It's hauled in by Brown. Chicago's gone 3 of 4 on three-pointers in the first quarter, doing well from long range. In the corner, it's Levine. It's stolen by Oladipo. Fast break. Here comes Indiana. Allison's got the ball. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. Well, Darren Collison going through the free agency process this last summer. Greg, Indiana jumped at the chance to add him to the roster.
Yeah, and with Collison and his ability to play in so many ways, that is what made teams go after him. He doesn't always take a big signing to change the complexity of a team. Getting solid contributors like Collison go a long way in building the foundation of a team.
No good on that one. He hits the second from the line. Hey, Smitty, when you get this far into the season, we see more teams having to deal with the occasional back-to-back game. Just how hard is it to play 2 nights in a row?
It's extremely hard. You have to be on top of your game, like you say, and for night in and night out for a back-to-back. And what makes it also hard is the opponent and also the amount of travel. Sometimes you're getting in at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, and you got to turn around and play again. You just haven't been enough time to recover. That's when you have a deep roster. Those guys can help.
People don't realize back in the day there were 4 and 5 days, 5 and 7 days, and those were tough.
Those were extremely tough.
Here's Brown. Bogdanovich picking up that last basket. Brown, the pass to Mirotic. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
He got a good look from the mid-range area. He needs to shoot this one with more confidence.
And it's Bogdanovich off the drive. 2 points. That one goes. Here's Brown. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Outside, Levine. Lopez a screen. Outside, Levine. 6 to shoot. And here's Brown outside. That's good. And it's Levine with the assist.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Collison kicks to Oladipo. Oladipo with a screen on Brown. Shoots from the baseline, and that one hits back iron. The Bulls leading by 4. Mirotic sets the screen for Brown. Great use of the pick to create room for the jumper. Brown's got 5 now.
Excellent use of the screen there to free himself up and create space to make the open J.
And Young kicks to Collison. That doesn't go either for Collison.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Here's Brown. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. He's got 7. Pacers trail by 8. Collison kicks to Young. Back to Collison. They need this. Tips it up. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. Now here's Levine. He's coming off a 10-point game against New York.
He also was very good distributing the basketball, keeping guys involved and engaged all night.
Now here's Oladipo after the miss from Brown. And there's Darren Collison on the assist by Oladipo.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Brown inside. He's covered by Collison. Kick out to Levine. Mirotic the screen. Levine can't hit.
Yeah, blown opportunity after the two-man game creates a terrific look.
That's how it's drawn up. That is, everything but the finish.
Here's the teardrop, and it's sent back by Lopez. Brown kicks to Lopez, and that one drops.
And that soft touch of Lopez makes things easy for him down there.
Pacers trail by 6. Outside Collison. Pass to Bogdanovich. Screen by Young. There's a good screen. Here's Jefferson. Second shot opportunity, and he lays it up and in. Jefferson's got 5 points so far.
Yeah, the job he does inside is just phenomenal. Jefferson can make defenders look silly when he's in the post. That's how good his moves are.
Lopez, a screen on Collison. Brown dishes to Levine. Levine gets a screen from Brown. Mirotic gets the bucket.
And they are shooting the lights out from distance here early.
The Pacers have gotten 7 of their first 16 field goal attempts to go down here in the first. So the Pacers call timeout, their first of the game.
And really, as recently as 2014, the Pacers were a team with that old school front court. Some tall timber inside, and they played that slow, methodical pace. They have revamped the roster, looking to space the floor and really fire it up on offense.
And the Pacers now looking to revamp how they approach things. The rebuild is on, it would appear.
Yeah, and a good time to do it when they saw Paul George would be leaving. Won't be easy to make the transition, but the Pacers do have a good collection of young talent.
So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. Markkanen comes in for Mirotic. Justin Holiday's checked in for Quincy Pondexter. And Wells is subbed in for Zach Levine. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Sabonis, he's checked in for Jefferson. Lance Stevenson comes in for Bogdanovich. Glenn Robinson, the third, is checked in for Victor Oladipo. And Corey Joseph subbed in for Darren Collison. The Bulls leading by 5. Up top, Brown. He's covered by Joseph. The feed now to Markkanen. Bulls moving the ball around. Stolen by Stevenson. And here we go. Stevenson heading to the hoop. And it's Stevenson finishing it off.
And that's such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
And that replay brought to us by Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. One of the more exciting plays in basketball. Now here's Brown. 7 points in the game. Pass to Wells. Brown with the screen on Joseph. Here's Wells. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And you got to admire the inside game of Wells. Terrific at getting room to get that one off.
There's a screen by Robinson. Here's Stevenson. No good there with the step-back J.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
Wells' shot is good.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now here's Joseph. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Outside Holiday. And the Bulls tack on 2 more.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
They set the pick. And Young, here we go. And once again off the mark by Indiana. The Bulls leading by 10. Wells in the corner. Over Robinson. Second chance shot. It's tipped. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Back to Joseph. Looking to end the run. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
The defense disrespecting his range. He goes ahead and buries it.
Brown against Joseph. Brown the pass to Wells. Back to Brown. Shot clock at 5. He kicks to Markkanen. And Holiday has it in the corner. Misses the 3.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing. Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Wells kicks to Markkanen. A wide open look here for Holiday. Holiday with another miss.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Robinson misses. The Bulls leading by 7. Now here's Brown. He has 7. Right wing. Here's Wells. The shot's good. Brown making the play. That's now 8 points for Shammy Wells.
I like the efficiency here. 3 out of 4 shooting, just taking what the defense gives him.
There's the pick. Kicks it out to Stevenson. Screen by Young. And the basket by Stevenson.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Brown against Joseph. Brown outside. He feeds it to Wells. Holiday with the 3. Holiday with another miss. Now Joseph shoots over Brown. Some solid defense from Brown. And so it's Chicago in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. We come back right after this. The first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. So Chicago ends up going with the new group. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Jefferson's checked in for Young. Bogdanovich comes in for Lance Stevenson. Victor Oladipo, he's checked in for Robinson. And it's Collison in for Joseph. On the court for Indiana, Collison and Oladipo pair at the 1 and the 2. Bogdanovich out there with Sabonis. And it's Jefferson in at the 5, roaming the paint.
Well, we know he's been confident with the shot. A big reason why they're ahead in this game.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hi, guys. Easy breezy in the last game against the Knicks was superb. He had 29 points, and that scoring outburst set a new season high for him in what became a great exhibition on his part. He put up numbers that really jumped out in the box score. A very solid performance. Kevin will see what he's got in his arsenal tonight.
Thanks, David, for another reminder of just what an unbelievable performance that was.
One that everyone's still talking about tonight. He dominated that game in just about every way possible.
I'm so excited. I can't wait to see what he's got in store for us tonight. Maybe he tops himself again. I think he just might do it.
Pacers trail by 6. Collison dishes to Jefferson. The shot's good. Collison making the play. 9 points for Al Jefferson.
You think back when Fred Hoiberg was a player in the NBA, great shooter who had a strong knowledge of the game. Not too surprised he ended up as a coach.
Here's Lopez. It's rebounded by Indiana.
Boy, he blew an easy layup, and he is furious with himself.
They get it back. Collison. And he converts the layup. Now just a 2-point Bulls lead.
Defensively, you cause the miss, but then you have to corral it.
You know, there's nothing more frustrating than that. Giving up points on a possession you want.
There's a screen. And here's Brown outside. Looks good, is good. Bucket number 4 from the field. He's taken only 6 shots.
The defense a step slow. You can see the results.
Here's Collison. Happy to see that one go in. He's shooting 4 for 10 with that basket.
His temperature is rising. I mean, it is rising.
Levine with it. 8 points for him. Here's Brown, and the shot is long. Pacers trail by 3. Oladipo outside. Takes the 13-footer, and there are the Pacers with another bucket.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Oh, Chicago's gone for the three-pointer 7 times here in the second and been successful 3 times. Brown with it, picked up by Collison. The pass to Mirotic. Lopez sets a screen for Mirotic. And finished off by Mirotic.
The big fella, Mirotic, going hard to the cup. He's got the size to finish inside.
Oladipo outside. Collison against Levine. Right side, Collison. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Screen by Jefferson. Here's Bogdanovich. Jefferson. It's hauled in by Brown. Brown's got 4 rebounds now tonight. The dish now to Levine. Back to Brown. Mirotic, a screen on Bogdanovich. Stolen away. Outside Collison. Down low. And the shot is good. The Chicago lead has been cut down to just 1 on the basket from Al Jefferson.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
And here's Brown. He's got 10. Here's Mirotic. Misses the 3. Indiana's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Outside Bogdanovich. And he connects on the jumper. The screen did the trick. Bogdanovich has got 4 points in the quarter.
You gotta respect the IQ of Bogdanovich. Awesome at using the screen there to his advantage.
Kicks it to Mirotic. Lopez a screen. Mirotic inside. Jefferson is right there. And count it. And a chance for 1 more at the free throw line. Chicago shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game.
Not really where you'd like to be as a team in terms of free throw shooting, just about 73%.
Felicia's checked in for the Bulls. Then for the Pacers, Young's checked in for Sabonis, and Joseph Young subbed in for Darren Collison. And that one falls from Mirotic. Steve, so let me ask you this. Do players consciously think about, I need a couple free throws, I need a couple of layups, I got to get a couple of shots per quarter? I mean, do they try to plot and plan an individual quarter like that, how they're going to score in different ways?
You're totally right, Kevin. The reason why is because as a 2 guard back in the day, if I could get to that free throw line and put a foul on the guy that's guarding me, that loosens up his defensive mentality. He's not as aggressive. And then now I know when I get to the bonus, I can drive it. He's either going to let me go or I can create contact and get to that line. You want to score easy, and that's how most scorers do. They really score easy. We just kind of applaud them when they're knocking down threes and big shots.
And you see Bogdanovich, 6'8" at times, listed at shooting guard. GA, is he a 2?
No, if anything, I think he's often better defending power forwards than he is against the wings, in part because you're not going to look to post that position in the way the game is played today. This guy is skilled and tough, but doesn't have the great foot speed defensively, so I think that's to his advantage to guard those guys.
Indiana leading. Here's Young. And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2.
Well, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
And last year, the Bulls, Greg, just didn't threaten anyone from outside.
And I think a big problem has just been personnel. You know, some of the guys they brought in as shooters just really haven't panned out, and that lack of shooting from deep is why this offense can grow stagnant at times.
Two shots. Roof shots.
That's good from Young. Markkanen, he's checked in for Robin Lopez. And the Pacers also making a change. Robinson's checked in for Victor Oladipo. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Brown against Young. Out to the wing. Markkanen passes to Mirotic. And again, Chicago. No good. 36 seconds left in the first half of the game. Young against Brown. Dishes it to Young. Feeds to Jefferson. He tries for 3. Young's shot is off. Bulls trail by 3. Here's Brown. 10 points for him. They set the screen. And there's the defensive 3-second call. Bulls have gone 2 for 3 at the foul line in this one. At the line for the Bulls. 1 shot. And the free throw no good, but they'll get the ball back here.
I mean, thinking back to where LaVine was drafted, 13th overall, raised some eyebrows, but it was all about upside.
The kick out to Brown. That's good, and it's LaVine with the assist. LaVine's got 3 assists now in this one. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. You know, Mirotic has been exceptional here, guys.
And so far, he's giving them great production from deep. They've been able to kind of spread the floor because of it.
You see the defense trying to make an adjustment, but it's hard when he's hitting from that far away.
Mirotic at the power forward with Lopez in the middle. Brown out there with LaVine, and it's Pondexter in at the small forward. And that's the group for Fred Hoiberg as we begin the second half. To the middle. Here's Lopez, and no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Pacers shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. Collison kicks to Oladipo. Young outside. Screen by Jefferson. Tries again. That shot off. And it's Chicago the other way. A tough loss coming against New York in their last game played.
Yeah, not a fan of moral victories, but that game in a lot of ways was a confidence booster for them because they really didn't have it that night and yet still had a chance.
It's a testament to their character. They never gave up and fought their way back into it. They have to be happy with that at least.
And Oladipo has some parts of his game that needs work, but he is certainly terrific on the big finish.
Yeah, I mean, he's got longer arms than you would think for a player of his size, and the overall physical skill set, there's no doubt about it. You know, you look at his ability to just stay floating in the air for that extra moment when he's in attack mode, and this is a young man that still has his best basketball ahead of him.
That free throw good from Oladipo. Oladipo hits them both. Steve, you are known for your three-point shooting, but as more and more teams look to space the floor and shoot threes, we've heard some legends, like Isaiah Thomas, for instance, complain that everyone's playing the same. What do you think about that?
You know, me and Isaiah, we've definitely talked about it, and I look at it, yes, we have some guys that's multi-talented, but everybody can't shoot threes. If you're a good guy to be able to knock down with a high percentage, shoot the three. But if you're a mid-range guy, you can still be an all-star shooting the mid-range. Play to your strength, work on that shooting threes, but I just hate when 5, 6, 7 guys, everybody's running to that line, and that's all we're seeing. You got to defend, you got to rebound, you got to block shots, you got to do other things, because that's still the way you can win the game, by doing all things, not just shoot threes.
And really, having the best teams in history always had guys that can do different things, a ball handler, a rebounder, a screener, a long shooter. Yeah. It's always a combination of all those things instead of everybody doing the same
You're
thing.
so right, Kevin. And even though we've been in this three-point era, in the last 2 or 3 years, rebounding the basketball and defending still can win basketball games for you.
Mirotic sets the screen for Brown. To halt the run. That's good for Mirotic on the assist by Brown. Brown's got 6 assists here tonight. Brown against Collison. Jefferson dishes to Collison. Jefferson setting the pick for Collison. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. Collison's got 7 now in this quarter.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim. And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Oladipo, the pass to Jefferson. He dishes it to Collison. The kick out to Oladipo. There's the 3. Rebound by the Bulls. Lopez has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Mirotic passes to Levine. Mirotic, a screen on Oladipo. Passes to Lopez. Here's Mirotic. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. It's deflected. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Levine. And let's take a look at the playmaking here. This chart with the assist totals split between the front court and the back court tonight for the Pacers.
It's been the guards who've dominated the ball, but really in a good way, creating opportunities for their teammates, and that's something they'll look to continue here down the stretch.
Bobby Portis has checked in for Chicago. Justin Holiday comes in for Levine. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. And Oladipo kicks to Collison. A shot off that time. Some solid defense from Brown. For the tie. A rebound by Young. Young's got his 5th rebound in this one.
And I'll tell you, the sooner this quarter can end, the happier he'll be. It's been tough making shots.
Bulls trail by 5. Now here's Brown. He's got 16. Right side Holiday. And he uses the glass on the layup.
You got to give a ton of credit to the screener. That play easily opened up the easy layup for his teammate.
Oladipo against Holiday. Oladipo dishes to Collison. Fires from the line, and he connects with the jumper. Collison's got 11 points here in just the second half.
Yeah, what a quarter for him. Firing on all cylinders, putting this team in a good place.
On the wing, Brown. Off the pick, and it's good, 2 points.
Excellent play call there. The defense was not prepared for the pick, and as a result, they gave up the wide open look.
Stevenson passes to Jefferson. The feed to Collison. And it's sent back by Lopez.
And that is the length of Robin Lopez on display.
Oladipo against Brown. Pass to Lopez. Outside Holiday. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Again, Holiday missing.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Oladipo outside, and Young kicks to Stevenson. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Here's Jefferson. The rebound by Holiday. Bulls trail by 3. Shot from 12. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Holiday's got 6. Pacers have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the third quarter got underway. Here's Stevenson, pass to Jefferson. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. And with all the young, talented players in the NBA, so much upside for the league, for the individuals, for the team, Smitty. Which players do you think have just scratched the surface of their potential?
I think a guy you look at is Kristaps Porzingis. I think Joel Embiid. I look at Jabari Parker, another guy. I think Julius Randle with the Lakers is a guy who's just scratching that surface. Those guys have a chance to be great.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Markkanen comes in for Robin Lopez. And Wells is subbed in for Quincy Pondexter. Robinson's checked in for Indiana. Joseph comes in for Darren Collison. Here's Wells. That misses, had a chance to tie it there. Pacers leading by 3. Stevenson outside. To the paint. Here's Joseph. Goes back up. Here's Jefferson. Chicago grabs the miss. Brown's got 6 rebounds in the game. He kicks it to Wells. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Wells has got it all tied up now for the Bulls.
And Wells has such a quick release. He's ready to pull as soon as the ball hits his hand.
Joseph with a screen on Brown. And the pass to Young. Jefferson inside. Working on Portis. Jefferson gets the bucket. 15 points in the game.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Wells in the corner. Offensive rebound. And he got the whistle, so he'll have a 3-point play opportunity.
And remember, at 7 feet tall, Markkanen is tough to keep off the board, solid at tracking down misses on that offensive glass.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Sabonis, he's checked in for Jefferson. And that one misses. Indiana's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Outside Robinson. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on Wells. For Indiana, they have shot 9 of 11 at the free throw line. And he can't get the first one. And Indiana making a change here. Young's checked in. And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time. Now Brown. He's got 18. Wells in the corner. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got his 8th assist here tonight.
Another triple, and that's been the story of this second half.
Coming out of the break, they've relied on their perimeter offense to generate points. Right now, it's working.
And he gets the bucket. Young's got 6 points.
And that's just a great individual play right through the teeth of the defense.
Brown with it. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. And out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession.
And a moment here to check out the stats for Young. He's right around 5 points a night, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. Backup point guard, always an important position, and he fills that role beautifully.
Without a good floor conductor coming off the bench, your offense can quickly grow stagnant. He solves that problem well.
And Robinson wide open. He shoots. Off target from outside. Chicago leading. And here is Brown. He feeds it to Wells. No good from outside. Indiana's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. In the corner, it's Robinson. Young sets a screen for Robinson. Chance there to take the lead, missing. Here's Wells, and he's good on the 3-ball. Wells has got 19 points.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Pacers trail by 4. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Robinson goes in. Chicago grabs the miss.
I appreciate the attack mindset, but with the defense tracking him down, it was probably better to kick that one out.
Here's Wells, and the Bulls another 3.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Holiday against Robinson. There's the dish to Joseph. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. And Corey Joseph, a 6'3" combo guard out of the University of Texas.
I love him. He's a nice backup at either guard position. His three-point shot is rounding into shape. A pretty good passer, and he avoids careless turnovers.
Young against Brown. There's Sabonis. They can't stop the run with that one.
That's just 2 tough competitors meeting right at the rim. Someone, in my opinion, had to lose.
Brown hits the front of the rim and out.
Not sure of the thought process on that one. Really bad shot selection.
Well, you're playing for the team, not just yourself. They needed much better execution that trip down the floor.
Young passes to Sabonis. Young sets a screen for Young to the inside. It's blocked.
And tonight, he just hasn't been efficient offensively. That's a big reason why they're behind.
Brown inside, guarded by Robinson. Brown dishes to Wells. Brown kicks to Holiday. Fires the 3. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got assist number 9 now. Wow, what an effort here tonight. Pacers trail by 12. Outside Robinson. Joseph sets a screen for Robinson. Wells comes with the double team. Young left side. There's the screen. An easy layup after coming off the pick. Young's got 6.
Taking a workman-like approach inside. That's the shot you want.
Brown kicks to Wells. Back to Brown. And the 3 off target. And so it's the Chicago Bulls with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. And the 3-point shot has been big for them. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute.
Check it out.
Just 1 quarter left in regulation. Welcome back, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. And it's the Bulls with the ball. It's a 10-point game. And a look at the 5 for the Pacers to start the 4th quarter. We've got Bojan Bogdanovic. Corey Joseph is out there with Young. Then it's Robinson, and it's Young in at the center.
And the number of ways in which Mirotic scores, inside, outside, in between, on the drive, you name it.
Robinson down low. Young's shot is off. The Bulls leading by 12. Wells wide open. His 3-pointer's off the mark.
I'll tell you, the defense dodging a bullet right there. That's his shot.
Young's shot is off. The Bulls shooting 47% from the floor, getting it done. 3-pointer, And Wells the bucket on the assist by Brown. 25 points for Shammy Wells.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
The floater. Bogdanovich, no luck. For Chicago, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Young with the steal. Wells with the steal. To the wing right side. From past the arc, another 3 for Chicago.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Screen by Young. Right side Robinson. It's Young on the wing. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. And here's Brown outside. Young with the steal. Now here's Joseph. He's guarded closely. Again, Young missing. Chicago leading by 18. Mirotic the pass to Brown. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
That's his first personal foul. Brown at the line for the Bulls. 2 shots.
And that one misses. Some changes for Chicago. Pondexter comes in for Markkanen, and Zach LaVine subbed in for Wells. Indiana also making some changes. Jefferson comes in for Robinson, and it's Victor Oladipo in for Joseph Young. That one is no good.
And Thaddeus Young he's got a unique offensive skill set. I mean, he really is able to score over bigger players with just an array of little hooks and floaters and off-balance shots in the lane.
5 on the clock. Shot to end this cold run. The shot, no good. And Chicago will go the other way with the ball. Brown wide open, he fires. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Brown's got 21. And Greg at about 6'8". What is it that enables Young to finish so well inside?
I think it's more finesse than power. Not a lot of free throws for him, but he can get his shot off quickly before the shot blockers have time to gather.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. Well, and each player has their strengths and their weaknesses. Smitty, when you played, what did you feel was your greatest strength as a player? And maybe the one area that held you back a little bit?
I think basketball IQ, being able to shoot the basketball, versatility. And then I think the one thing that held me back, I wish I was more athletic. I really wish I could jump, Kevin, high like a lot of these guys, because I think that gives you an advantage if you have both the IQ, the versatility, and athleticism.
No one covering. And that's now 6 points for Joseph.
Further proof that you can't leave anyone in this league that wide open.
Brown against Joseph. Brown outside. Kicks to Mirotic. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Here's Felicio, and good work on the boards, and they pick up the second chance points. And the Bulls lead by 20.
His combination of energy and anticipation showing up on the offensive glass.
Here's Joseph. Count it, good.
Soft interior defense. You know he's going to be aggressive.
And the Bulls with possession. They're on a 13-5 run here. On the wing, LaVine. Guarded by Oladipo. Feeds to Mirotic. LaVine for 3. It's rebounded by Indiana. Outside, Bogdanovich. Dishes it to Joseph. Pass to Young. And Brown over to help. And taken away by Brown. And here we go. LaVine heading to the hoop. Can't hit from in close.
Just hasn't had his night, but his teammates are picking up the slack.
Bogdanovich wide open. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
And you just have to admire that aggressive nature of Bogdanovich. He's just itching to pull the trigger as soon as the ball hits his hand.
On the wing, Levine. Back to Brown. Kick out to Levine. Just 5 on the clock. And again, Chicago. No good. Pacers trail by 15. Thaddeus Young on the wing. Oladipo outside for 3. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
Unable to close out defensively, even against the smaller shooter.
Yeah, but out on the perimeter, a lot more space. It all evens out.
Brown dishes to Pondexter. Back to Brown. They set the pick. Now the feed to Pondexter. Mirotic, a screen on Bogdanovich. Elbow shot. Kept alive. Here's Felicio. No good again that time.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
And Oladipo kicks to Joseph. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Baseline J on the way. Felicio, the pass to Pondexter. He dishes it to Mirotic. Levine kicks to Brown. And the shot's good after hitting off the rim. Brown's got 5 points now in the quarter.
That's nice patience by Zach LaVine, finding the open man, not trying to do it all himself.
Outside, Bogdanovich. Pass to Jefferson. A baseline J. Rebound collected by Levine.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
It's Brown with the drive. Back to Mirotic. The tray. The shot's good. Brown making the play. That's 28 points for Nikola Mirotic.
How about his aggressiveness from 3? He caught fire in the first half. Now hits his second one since the break. He's a bad, bad man.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
When your defense translates into offense, it's a beautiful thing.
And Joseph kicks to Bogdanovich. But they recover it. And nothing is falling for him right now. Levine dishes to Brown. Oladipo with the double team. Back to Brown. From deep. A rebound by Jefferson. Jefferson's got his 18th rebound here tonight, all over the place. And Oladipo kicks to Jefferson. And finished off by Jefferson.
Explosive leaping ability allows him to play the 5, even though he's a little undersized.
Pass to Levine. Mirotic the screen. Traps in the tray. And that's now 11 points for Zach LaVine.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Young passes to Jefferson. Jefferson drawn the double team. Joseph has an open look. Drains the 19-footer. Joseph's got 7 now in this quarter.
It's always risky to throw the double team at someone. You have to be aware of who you're leaving open.
Outside, Levine. And the jam by Levine.
You see Levine's filled out his frame, shakes off contact, and completes the play.
Here's Joseph. And the demands of NBA basketball, no secret. The league has taken measures, Steve, to allow players more time for rest, which is good, and more time for recovery, which is better. Less back-to-backs. Do you think more can be done and should be done in those areas?
You know, I know the league is looking at it. The less back-to-backs is fantastic, and I think they're looking at the travel and the recovery. So as more and more they can limit back-to-backs, I think that helps guys recover. I think guys get a chance to be ready to go, because playing a back-to-back is extremely hard, and I think guys on their own are doing a lot to be able to take care of their bodies in the off-season. So I think both players and league are doing a fantastic job.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession. Yeah, the defender all over it.
He's off on the first. Bulls making a switch here. Lopez is checked in, and Indiana with a change here too. Collison's out there. And he sinks the second. The Bulls leading by 19 points. Outside, Levine. It's stolen by Jefferson. Levine against Oladipo. He kicks to Collison. Back to Oladipo. 5 to shoot. Screen by Jefferson. Shot, high post. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. And that's now 10 points for Victor Oladipo.
Excellent use of the screen there to free himself up and create space to make the open J.
He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
Absolutely fearless. I mean, a nice subtle adjustment there going up against Wentz.
Well, this is where he shows both skill and body control along with the attack mindset.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Felicio's checked in for Lopez. Markkanen comes in for Mirotic. Wells, he's checked in for Quincy Pondexter. And it's Jaren Grant in for Zach LaVine.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And replay review now commonplace. In the interest of speeding up those reviews, Steve, the league last season allowing officials at the replay center in Secaucus, New Jersey to make the call. You like that decision?
You know I do, but I think sometimes finding a way to speed it up, and I think there's some way where you can have a referee right there on site also can be able to get a chance to see the play, because sometimes technology doesn't get back from Secaucus back to the game. If some kind of way, the middleman, if he's there and it's obvious play, that could cut the time, you know, because right now sometimes it's taking a long time.
As long as they get it right, correct? How they do it, who cares? As long as they get the call right, though, to me is the most important. What about you?
I do love that, Kevin, but I think sometimes, you know, human error is a part of basketball. The refs can't be perfect. And so sometimes if they're a bad call, it's just a bad call. You got to live with it.
You have to like what we've been seeing from Easy Breezy.
I mean, the ridiculous production from beyond the arc. They have to find a way to cool him down.
And now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Easy Breezy.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
Without his heroics here tonight, this could have been a second straight loss for them. But he was sensational, and instead of a losing streak, he may have them headed in the opposite direction now. Justin Holiday's checked in for Chicago. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never.
DJ, great game.
Thanks, Char. Am I blown up?
You're trending. Oh, hey, we need to go do an interview with the guys in the studio. Let's go.
Let's get it, man.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
And we welcome you back. I'm Ernie Johnson. We got Shaq here. We got Kenny here. With this one in the books, we've got a special postgame guest joining us.
Hey, this is Shaq, and just like I called, you went for another double-double. How are you able to get this offense in the flow so easily?
Shaq, I don't think I did anything, to be honest. I mean, this team is just so talented, and we just keep that ball hopping around that I just make the easy pass, and then they take it from there. It's really incredible to watch at times, and I'm just happy that we were able to get that win.
Wow, such a class act.
And that's a wrap, everybody. Thanks for joining us this evening. For Shaq, for the Jet, for Kevin Harlan and the entire 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson. We will see you again soon.